Welcome to Padhai Book. In the previous video, we have discussed the theorems and the basic definition of circles. In this video, we are going to do some questions based on those theorems. So let's start with the first question. In the given figure, O is the center of the circle, radius of the circle is 17. That means the value of OA is 17, OC is 8, and we have to find the length of AB. Now, triangle AOC is a right angle triangle. So we can apply Pythagoras theorem. That means AO square is equal to OC square plus AC square. So AC square will be equal to 17 square minus 8 square, which is equal to 15 square. So that means the value of AC is 15. Now perpendicular from the center bisects the chord. So AB will be twice of AC. That means it is equal to 30 centimeter. So my answer is B option. So we move to the next question. Two circles with their respective centers intersect each other at A and B, and AB intersects OO dash at M. O and O dash are the center of the two circles. So first step is join OA, join OA dash, OB and OB dash. Now we have to find the measure of angle OMA, right? So first of all, consider triangle OAO dash and triangle OBO dash. If we consider the two triangles, OA is equal to OB, being the radius of the circle. Similarly, O dash A is equal to O dash B, radius of the circle, and OO dash is common. Therefore, the two circles are congruent by side congruency. Now, since the two circles are congruent, so what do you get? This angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and similarly angle 3 will be equal to angle 4, right? Similarly angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. Now I need to find angle OMA. Now you can see this triangle. Now you consider triangle OAM and triangle OBM. OA is equal to OB, right? Angle 1 is equal to angle 2 just proved above, and OM is equal to OM common. Therefore, the two triangles are congruent by side similarity. And since the two triangles are similar, so angle AMO will be equal to angle BMO, and their sum is 180 degree, which means each of this angle AMO is equal to angle BMO is equal to 90 degree. Why? Because the sum of these two angles is 180 degree, and since the two angles are equal, so each of the angle will be of measure 90 degree. So angle OMA is of measure 90 degree, and my answer is option C. Now the next question here we have. Now see, in the above, what is the ratio of AM as to BM? Right, we have just proved that triangle OA and OAM and triangle OBM are congruent, so the ratio is 1:1. I hope this question is clear to all. So we move to the next question. In the given figure, the two chords AC and BC are equal, and OC intersects AB at the point M. You have to find the ratio of AM is to BM. Join OA and OB. O is the center of the circle, so OA is equal to OB, being the radius of the circle. And we can also write that angle 1 will be equal to angle 2, because equal chords subtend equals angle at the center. And the chord AC is equal to BC, so angle 1 is equal to angle 2. And we can see that OC is common. OC is common to that. OA is equal to OB, okay, and OC is common. So what do you get? or we can do it, I think we can do it in a much easier way also, that I have, okay, I can do in a much easier way. I can directly use that angle 1 is equal to angle 2 and prove that triangle OAM is congruent to the triangle OBM, and that will be OA. Why they are congruent? OA is equal to OB, the radius, angle 1 is equal to angle 2, and OM is equal to OM common. So the two triangles are congruent by side angle side, and since the two triangles are congruent, so AM is equal to BM, and therefore the ratio is 1:1. I hope this question is clear to all. So here we have used the property that angle 1 is equal to angle 2. The reason is equal cos subtend equal angle at the center of the circle. So in the next question, ABC is an equilateral triangle. So each of this angle is of measure 60 degree. You have to find the angle measure of the angle BEC. I have to find this angle. Now since angle ABC and BAC each is of measure 60 degree because it is an equilateral triangle, so angle BAC is equal to 60 degree, which is also equal to angle BDC, angles in the same segment, right? So this angle will also be of measure 60 degree, and angle BDC plus angle BEC is equal to 180 degree, being the cyclic quadrilateral. So angle BEC will be 180 degree minus 60 degree, which is equal to 120 degree. So the measure of angle BEC is 120 degree. I hope you all are able to understand this. So we move to the next question now. In the given figure, AB is the diameter of the circle, and you have to find the measure of angle ACD. We have to find the measure of angle ACD. Now see, here I have angle ACD. Angle ACD will be equal to angle ABD, angles in the same segment, right? We can write here that angle ACD, which we have to find, is equal to angle ABD, angle in the same segment. Now, so ultimately my purpose is to find angle ABD now, right? So first let's consider triangle AOD and triangle BOD. These two triangles are congruent. Why the triangles are congruent? AO is equal to OB, radius. Angle 1 is equal to angle 2, each 90 degree, and OD is common. Therefore, the two triangles are congruent by side angle side. And since the two triangles are congruent, so angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. Angle 3 will be equal to angle 4. And angle in a semicircle is right angle. So this angle is of measure, let me mark it as angle 6. Angle 6 of measure 90 degree. So which means angle 3 plus angle 4 is equal to 90 degree. Why? Because angle 6 is 90 degree. So in triangle ABD, the sum of the other two angles will also be 90 degree. And they are equal. So I get twice of angle 4 is equal to 90 degree. Angle 4 is equal to 45 degree. And this angle 4 is equal to angle ACD. Angles in the same segment. So this is equal to 45 degree. So here my option is C option. Now we move to the next question. In the given figure, BAC, angle BAC and angle BDC are the angles in the same segment. You can see here, you have angle BAC and BDC are the angles in the same segment. Angle DBC is 30 degree, angle BCD is 110 degree. So I can find angle BDC by angle sum property, which is equal to 180 minus 30 degree plus 110 degree. So that means 180 minus 140, which means 40 degree. So angle BDC is 40, which means angle BAC is also equal to 40 degree. So my angle BAC is equal to 40 degree. P is my correct option is B. So we move to the next question now. Here in the next question you are given that O is the center of the circle and angle OAB is 60 degree. Now see, OA is equal to OB being the radius of the circle. So this measurement of this angle will be 60, which means the angle at the center will also be 60 by angle sum property. And the chord AB is subtending angle AOB at the center and ACB on any other part of the circle. So angle ACB will be equal to half of angle AOB. So ACB is of measure 30 degree, half of that. So my answer is D option. Now the next question. This is vertex B. Okay. COB is 40 degree. O is the center of the circle. The same arc is subtending angle CAB on the remaining part of the circle. So this angle will be half of the angle which is subtended by the same chord at the center of the circle. So I can directly write my option is option B. That will be half of the angle which is subtended by the same chord at the center of the circle. So now we move to the next question. O is the center of the circle. Angle AOB is of measure 80 degree. Angle AOC is of measure 120. So I can find the remaining. That will be 360 minus 200, which means 160 degree. And the arc BC is subtending angle BOC at the center and BAC on the remaining part of the circle. So this angle will be 80 degree. Half of the angle which is subtended at the center of the circle. So my option is option B. So we move to the next question now. I hope you are able to understand these questions. Now see, you just have to find this angle DEC, the exterior angle, when one of the side of the quadrilateral is being produced. So if this angle BOD is 160, so this angle will be 80 degree, half of that angle. And the exterior angle, we have done the property there in the previous video, that exterior angle will be equal to the opposite interior angle. So angle DCE is equal to angle BAD, and that means this angle is equal to 80 degree. So B is my correct answer. I hope this question is clear to you. So we move to the next question. O is the center of the circle. BOD is the angle bisector of angle AOC, which means the other angle will also be of measure 50 degree. So angle AOC is 100 degree, which means angle ABC will be half of that, and that will be 50 degree. So my option is B option. So we move to the next question now. Okay, angle AOB is 70 degrees, so angle DOC will be 70 degree. This will be vertically opposite angle. I have to find the measure of angle OCD. I have to find the measure of this angle. This angle I need to calculate, right? And I can say that angle DCO will also be equal to angle ABD, angles in the same segment, right? So if I find angle ABD, then that means I have calculated angle DCO. If OA is equal to OB, right, this means these two angles are equal. Angle 1 will be equal to angle 2, and by the angle sum property, so angle 1 plus angle 2 will be equal to 180 minus 70, 110 degree. That means each of this angle will be of measure 55 degree. So which means angle DCO is equal to 55 degree. Angle DCO is equal to 55 degree, and that's my B part is my correct option. I hope this is clear to you all. So we move to the next question now. OA is the center of the circle, AB is the tangent, and we know that the tangent, the radius is perpendicular to the tangent through the point of contact. So this angle OAB is of measure 90 degree. Now in this triangle AOB, I can simply apply Pythagoras theorem, and we all should remember that 12, 13, 12 and 5 forms a Pythagoras triplet. So the radius is, OA is the radius which is equal to 5 centimeter. You can learn the triplets. That will be easier for you to do the calculations then. So we move to the next question. In the given figure, PQ is the tangent to the circle and the line PR intersects the circle at N and R, such that PQ is 15, PR is, this whole is 25, and PN is, I have to calculate it be X, and this one is 25. So we have the property that PQ square is equal to PN into NR, PN into PR. PQ square is 15 into 15. That is equal to PN. This is, I can, instead of writing PN, I can write X now, into 25. Right, so here you give 3 and here you give 5, 5, 1, 5, 3. So X is equal to 9. So the length of PN is 9 centimeter. So my correct option is C part, 9 centimeter. Now the next question. We know that this TP and TQ are the tangents to the circle. Similarly, TR and TP is the tangent to the circle. We know that the length of the tangent from an external point to the circle are equal. So what you get, TP is equal to TQ. Similarly, TP is equal to TR. So from these two, what relation we get, that TQ will be equal to TR. So what is the ratio of T? This, I think this is TQ. TQ is to TR will be 1:1, as the two are equal. I hope it's clear to all. Okay, so we move to the next question now. In the given figure, AP is 2 centimeter. I can write here, that will be easy to understand. AP is 2, PB is 6, then CP is 3, and I have to find DP, let it be X. So by that property, AP into PB is equal to CP into DP. So this means 2 into 6 is equal to 3 into X. So X is equal to 4 centimeter. So here DP is equal to 4 centimeter. I hope the question is clear to all. So we move to the next question. Again, a similar type of a question, but secant don't intersect inside the circle. They are intersecting outside the circle. So here my result changes to PA into PB is equal to PC into PD. PA is 3. See, this is 3 and this is 5. So PB is 8. PC is 2 and let it be X. So 2 into X plus 2. So this 2, this gives you 4. So 12 is equal to X plus 2. So my X is equal to 10 centimeter. So B part is my correct answer. So you just have to remember this property, that PA into PB is equal to PC into PD. Now here one of them, in the next question, here one of them is a tangent, another one is a secant, and here the property used will be PT square is equal to PA into PB. So PT square, PT is 5, so this becomes 5 into 5. PA is 4, let it be 4, and AB is X. So here I can write into X plus 4. So I get X plus 4 is equal to 25 by 4. So X is equal to 25 by 4 minus 4. That means 25 minus 16, 9 by 4. So my answer is the C option, 9 by 4. I hope this question is clear to all. Next we move to the next question. Two circles touch each other externally. The distance between their centers is 5, 6 and 7. Find the radii of the two circles. First of all, we should understand that AR will be equal to AP. So let it be X, because they are the radius of the same circle. Similarly, PB is equal to BQ. Why? and Z here. Now I'm given the distance between their centers is 5 centimeters. So if AB is 5, so I'm given that x plus y is equal to 5, y plus z is equal to 6, and x plus z is equal to 7. Now add all these three equations. This will be 2x plus 2y plus 2z, take 2 common. X plus y plus z, this is equal to 12, 12 plus 6, 12 plus 6, 18. So I get x plus y plus z is equal to 9. Now I know the value of y plus z. What was y plus z? 6. So x is equal to, y plus z is 6. So x is equal to 3. Right. Next is, then I have to find, so x plus z is given to be 7. So y is equal to 2. And x plus y is equal to 5, so z is equal to 4. So this will be radii of the circle. So my answer is option A. That will be the radii of the three circles. I hope this question is clear to all. So we move to the next question. A circle has two parallel chords. So as you are given a circle such that it has two parallel chords. Okay, so this is the center. Here I have one chord. Here I have the another chord, and this will be the radius of the circle, R and R. They are 1 meter apart. The distance between them is 1. So let the other one is x. Then I am given the length of the chords. So each of this angle is of measure 90, where the length of one of the chord is 8. So this one will be 4, and here you have 3. Because the length was 6, and here the length will become half of that. So in one of them I get r square is equal to x square plus 4, and in 4 square. In the other I will get r square is equal to x plus 1 whole square plus 3 square. So from these two I get x square plus 4 square is equal to x square plus 1 plus 2x plus 3 square. So x square cancels. So I get 16 minus 10 is equal to 2x. So 8 is equal to 2x, x is equal to 4. Right, x is equal to 4. I have got the value of x. Now after getting the value of x, I can apply in any of the two equation. So r square is equal to, this will become 4 square plus 4 square. That means 16 plus 16, that will give you 32. Or I can simply write it as 2 into 4 square. Right? So, okay, the center is on the same side of the chords. Fine. So I get r is equal to 4 root 2. The radius is 4 root 2. I think this will be the answer. So what is the diameter? Diameter is double of that. I think there is some misprint in this question. So we'll give you the answer of this question in the comment section. According to me, the answer will be x plus 1 whole square as, okay, fine. These two equations are absolutely right. So there is some problem with, okay, we'll check the answer. We'll write the answer in the comment section. So we move to the next question. 3 equal circles of unit radius. See, here you have one circle, here you have another circle, and here you have the third circle. They touch each other, and each of them is of unit radii. So if you join them, here I have the circle with A, B, C, I have the triangle. Then there is area of the circle circumscribing these three circles. So I have to find the area of this circle. So what you need to find is the radius of this, right? So if I join this, let O be the center and D is this point D. Now we know that each of this are 1 and 1, so I get that my side AB is 2. So area of the triangle ABC is equal to root 3 by 4 into AB square, which is again 4, that is equal to root 3. And area can also be written as half into base into height. Height is, say, BD. This is equal to root 3. So I get the value of BD is equal to root 3. So what will be BO? BO will be 2 by 3 of BD. That means 2 by 3 of root 3. So what is the radius of the circumscribing circle? Radius will be 1 plus BO. That is equal to 1 plus 2 root 3 by 3, which is 3 plus 2 root 3 by 3. And hence area of the circle is equal to pi r square 3 plus 2 root 3 by 3 whole square. Take root 3 common from the numerator. So I get pi by 3 2 plus root 3 whole square. So my answer is the C part. C part is the correct answer. So now we move to the next question. Okay. Here you have an incircle, right? So each of the sides will be the tangent to the circle. So each of this is of measure. Each of this is of measure 90 degree. Now radiuses are, I can also find the area of the circle by half into base into height. That means 4 into 3, which is equal to 6 square units. Right? I can now, if I join this O, I mark this point as O. I can also say that the sum of the areas of these three triangles will be equal to the area of the triangle ABC. So I can write it as half into R into 3 plus half into R into 4 plus half into R into 5. That is equal to 6. So I can take half R common. So I get 3 plus 4 plus 5. That will be 12 is equal to 6. So R is equal to 1. So my radius is 1 centimeter. I hope you are able to understand this. So we move to the next question is, I am given the tangent. See, AE will be equal to AD. Similarly, DC is equal to CP. And similarly, PB is equal to PE. Now, AE can be written as AB plus BE. AD can be written as AC plus CD. Add the two. And since AE is equal to AD, I can write twice of AE is equal to AB plus AC plus BE plus CD. So AB plus AC, BE is equal to PB and CD is equal to CP. So if I join them, I get AB plus AC plus BC. So my answer is D part is my answer. I hope you are able to understand this. Now again you have a same type of a question when you have to find the radius R, R and R here. And each of the side will be the tangent to the circle. So that will be, radius is perpendicular to the tangent. So half into 9 into 40 is equal to half into R into the sum of the three sides. 9 plus 41 plus 40. So this half cancels. So 9 into 40 is equal to R. This will be 50. 50 plus 9, 90. So R is equal to 4 centimeter. So here I have my answer B part. I hope you are able to understand these questions. If you have any problem, you can write in the comment section. Thank you everyone.